We are
Finally,
finally.
finally, very good. Yes. Okay. Hello and welcome to this live show. Obviously, the retention list for the upcoming Women's T20 League, means WPL, has been released. And to discuss about that, me and Trishadi have come live. So Trishadi, we're back, from home finally for the live
We are
shows,
not back
and
from home. We are back at home.
we
Don't.
are back at home for the
Hmm.
for the live shows, and in just 2 days from just lifting that World Cup trophy for the first time, the
Yeah.
WPL retention list is out. So first we let's discuss about the Mumbai Indians. So Mumbai Indians, the defending champions, they have written five players. They have written five players. So and they are, number one is not Captain Harmanpreet Kaur. Number one is England's captain, the star all-rounder Nat Brand, for 3.5 crores, right? And then at second place, it's Harmanpreet Kaur, 2.5 crore. Then Hallie Matthews, West Indies captain, 1.75 crore. Then Amanjot Kaur, 1 crore. And then G. Kamalini, the young wicketkeeper. So no Yastika Bhatia, no Amelia Cade. Tushadi, what's your thought?
Um. Just give me 1 second, huh?
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so by retaining all these players, Mumbai have spent now 9.25 crores, and
Yeah.
the available pass is 5.75, as you can see from the graphics. Thank you, Neil. Yes, Tushadi, your thoughts.
Thank you, Neil, and thank you, Pooja, for the graphics
Thank you,
updates.
Pooja. Yes,
Um,
obviously.
yeah. So what I can see is let's first understand that what all roles have Mumbai Indians retained by retaining these
Yes.
players. So if you see Natsiver Brandt gives you a pace bowling all rounder. She can bat at number three. I'm guessing she'll be batting at three.
Yes.
So at number three she'll bat and will open the bowling, right?
Yes. Um,
So you have already got somebody who's covering your 4 overs, and here, of course, a main batter. And then when
yes.
we move to Harmanpreet Kaur, of course, she has won the World Cup right now, won two cups with Mumbai Indians. So we are guessing she remains the captain.
Mm.
Though, as you said, it's extremely interesting that she's not the one who gets the
Mm.
highest. But I think that is understandable because if you look at it, Harmanpreet brings only one skill to the game.
One
When-
dimension. Yes.
Absolutely, because when you talk about franchisee leagues, people have to understand that when somebody is a franchisee team captain, it is not about, even in the Indian team, we have seen that Harman has needed a leadership group around her to take a
Yes.
decision, which is something that if you now look at the five players retained by Mumbai Indians, the leadership group has been retained to
Yes.
a level with Siver Brandt and Matthews both being there. So I think that's why they're considering that one part the number four batter, and hence Harmanpreet at um, two. Now goes Haley Matthews again. Haley Matthews brings in, uh, both. So you have an off spinner
Yes.
and an opener covered.
Yes.
Then is Amanjot again. So
All
the
rounder.
way Amanjot has bowled in the World Cup, you obviously want her 4 overs as well. You'll get 4 overs from now on.
Yes.
Again, so a fantastic all-rounder. I think Mumbai in many ways thinks like Australian team. They want to play more on all-rounders.
Mm. Mm.
So Amanjot Kaur retained. So you get another one of your finisher. Amanjot will definitely be your finisher,
Mm.
and she'll give you 4 overs. She
Yes.
can give you with be that one change bowler who can come back towards the end as well. So you have 2 overs towards the end and 2 overs in the middle phases from Amanjot. Sorry guys, if you see, I'm actually saying and I'm writing down as well. That's why it's taking a little time. Um, Towards the end. Now, if you talk of G Kamalini, first of all, you and I have spoken about this. I was very confident that they will retain G Kamalini.
Mm.
The moment they took G Kamalini and Mumbai Indians, even if you look at IPL, Mumbai Indians have been a team that wants to build, build from the scratch. They like
Mm.
taking players who have a lot of potential, who have a lot of skill, and then develop them. So I think G Kamalini is a perfect fit. And when you say why is Yastika out, because G Kamalini will give you the wicket keeping.
Yes.
And G Kamalini will open the batting along with Haley Matthews. So you have
Mm.
openers, you have number three, you have number four, you have finisher. And you already have almost, say, if even if let's say Amanjot does not bowl 4 overs, let's say
10
she bowls
overs
2 overs.
minimum. Minimum 10 overs covered.
Absolutely. Among the three of them, 10 over, something is wrong with the internet. But
Yeah.
yeah, among the three of them, 10 overs have been covered. So what
Yes.
they now need is an express pace bowler for death
Yes.
overs and for that opening spell. They will need one more, I would say, finisher, number five finisher, that role, and spinner. They would need
Mm.
a spinner. But
Yes.
overall, I think already you can see, I think 5.75 is a good purse to have, because
Mm.
the requirement is very less for the playing 11. I'm saying for then you
Yes.
have to think of backups. But as of now, in the playing 11, you have covered a number of roles already.
Yes. So, Trishadi, do you see someone like Kranti Gaur or Renuka Singh Thakur in this team in the auction they will look for?
Oh yeah, it will be fantastic to see one of them.
Mm.
I would actually, for Kranti Gaur's sake, I would want Kranti Gaur to be in MI. I think a
Mm.
franchisee which takes care of its
Young talents.
players so well, that you want someone like Kranti Gaur there so that they can mature. I also see
Mm.
someone, I would be very keen to see if MI goes for Joshita. Am I
Oh,
correct?
Vijay, Joshita Vijay. Yeah, Vijay
Joshita
Joshita.
Vijay, correct.
Yeah.
I would see, I won't be surprised if MI goes for someone like Joshita
Yes,
Vijay.
because she
Because
can bat as well. She can bat at decent.
the other part, if you now look at this five people, they'll give
Mm.
you probably the next 2 years or say 3 years.
Yes.
After that, the top three is not there.
Mm. Point. Yes.
Amanjot will
But
be
but
there.
yes. But Trishadi, with Haley Matthews, because recently she underwent an surgery, right? And her fitness will be a key factor. So how do you see this decision? Do you think this is a, just a cautious decision, or maybe they had that blind faith on her that she will be fine enough? Do you think? How do you see this?
But there's a long time to go. No, Sneha, she's still the WPL. And
Yes, that is right.
the other part, which I understand what you're saying, but she
Because
opens the
they had an
batting.
option like Amelia K, right?
But Amelia Kerr has not done good for herself, her own
Mhm.
self.
Mm.
Even in DY Patil, which is her stadium, she was
Yes.
absolute. It's not like she made a lot of effect,
Mm.
or she performed well for New Zealand. And if I'm being absolutely blunt, had she performed well for New Zealand, probably New Zealand would have qualified in India's place.
Yes.
There were chances even with the rain. But she could not manage with the bat, she could not manage with the ball. In fact, Jesker was much better, and we have had this conversation
Yes.
that Jesker has been much better than Amelia Kerr. So I think she did not help herself out. I think it was a toss up. You are absolutely correct. It was a toss up between
Mm.
Haley Matthews and Amelia Kerr, but she did no good to herself. And the other thing, I think, um, Haley Matthews you see as a more or a better leader than you would see Amelia Kerr, because I think Amelia Kerr has still not shaped herself into that role. Amelia Kerr's
Yes.
story is a bit like Shafali's story. So
Mm.
much potential, so much. She gets more opportunities even than Shafali. But yeah, it is more about potential than about that potential conversion. I know Shafali
Yes.
Verma fans out there will try to come and jump and say, "Oh, we won the World Cup for her." Yes, buddy, not denying, absolutely Shafali fan, but the truth is she has way more potential than she performs.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so this is for Mumbai Indians, the two-time champions in WPL. Now another champion who won the championship in the second year, it's RCB. And interestingly, by the way, Trishati, for Mumbai, it's a new coach also, Lisa Kitely. So do
Lisa
you,
Kitely.
yeah, Lisa Kitely. So do you find that mindset of Lisa Kitely in these retentions? Do you find that?
I don't think so. I think I it's a very Mumbai retention. If
Hmm.
if you ask me, um, I think it is a Mumbai thought process, and you knew that. That's why you and I were discussing the moment that G Kamalini was included in the squad. You knew G Kamalini would have been retained. Whoever else will be retained, but G Kamalini will be retained, and Amanjot would be retained because these
Yes.
people are going to carry Mumbai Indians forward for the next, say, Amanjot maybe for 5 7 years, but G Kamalini for the good next decade will be there with Mumbai Indians. So it a perfect investment.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so now we'll talk about RCB, the RCB women team. So they have retained four players. So who are they? Obviously, Smriti Mandana, the captain, 3.5 crores. Then Richa Ghosh, 2.75 crores. Second retention, by the way. Ellis Perry, 2 crores. And Shriyanka Patil, 60 lakhs. Shriyanka Patil is there. So there, these are the four names. By the way, RCB also has have named their new coach earlier today. I think
Anil
something.
Shrubsole.
No, Anya Shukshal is the
Oh,
bowling
sorry.
coach.
No,
Yes,
no, yeah, of course.
yeah, Malolan
Uh,
Rangarajan. Malolan
yeah,
Rangarajan is the new head
correct,
coach. Yeah, he has been with the team for the last 6 years in different kind of roles.
correct.
I think last 2 years he has been the assistant coach. He was
Yeah,
assisting Luke Williams, but this year Luke Williams will not be there due to his commitment with the WBBL side. So that is why he will take the charge, and obviously. The former England pacer Anya Shukshal will be the new bowling coach, and we don't have such a good memory
super
from her
interesting.
from 2017.
Shrubsole in the nets talking to Perry about bowling.
Yes,
That's what
and 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 and
franchises brings.
and think Smriti Mandana batted in that 2017 final, and Shubshal is the bowling coach. Interesting. Yes,
Superb.
but Rishadi, these four retentions, expected lines.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Mm.
think, see, Smriti obviously, uh,
Yeah,
there was no way Smriti was going to be
yeah, yeah.
let. I, I think again, RCB has been someone who values not only the players but the
Mm.
players along with the brands. So Smriti Mandana is your brand who
Yes,
brings in,
definitely.
a lot of market to it, and of course she does fill in your spot of opener. She's
Mm.
basically your, you can say, 3D
Mm.
player.
Yeah.
And when I say 3D, she does the role of opener, captain, and brand, which is
Yes.
extremely important, right? Um, Talk about RCB, and everybody talks about, oh, how Smriti is there in RCB, how RCB has not posted Smriti winning the World Cup. So it is very evident connection. Like in men's cricket, it is Virat. In women's cricket, it is Smriti, and they have been well placed like that. So it is not surprising that Smriti was number one. If the way Richa has played in the lower order, the finisher role, if you let Richa go, then it would have been fun. Having said that, it will be interesting to see how much wicket keeping does Richa improve, because she'll be the wicket keeper in T20s. It's not like a lot of balls go behind
Mm.
the stumps. See, Perry would have been retained, and Perry would have been retained at 2 crore or 1.75 crore is something that we have discussed, that she brings in your
Yeah.
top order batting, reliable fielder, um, again, medium pacer. She can bowl at least those 2 overs needed here and there, brings in a lot of experience, calmness, and can help Smriti out in the field when as and when she needs it. As far as Shriyanka Patil is concerned, now I don't think that my analysis is something that a lot of people will like. But the truth is, I think what worked completely well for Shriyanka, and kudos to her for being able to do that, is the brand name synonymous to her. You know,
Mm.
Shriyanka has become that brand name as far as RCB is concerned. Um, while you will tell me, so are you saying that she's not a good enough player? No, I'm saying she's an utility player. Something which I keep telling for Deepthi, but I don't think Shriyaka has reached that level yet. And her injuries have got a lot to do with it. So RCB could have considered the injury proneness. I think where those injury prone was forgotten was the brand factor. So yes,
Mm.
a young spin bowling all rounder is someone they wanted to invest in. But I thought the bigger factor, the other factor also that worked in her favor, would have been that the brand value that she brings in.
Yes, absolutely. Obviously, with Shriyanka Patil, for the last one, maybe more than 1 year right now, the injury has been a problem. But right now, she is playing in the domestic circuit. Hopefully, that can give her some form. Just the required momentum that she and hopefully RCB is hoping for just before the WPL 2026. Okay, so this is for RCB. So then we have to move to DC. Trisha's favorite team, and what a retention list they have come with. Okay, the DC. So there are five players. Okay, so starting with Jemima Rodriguez, 2.2 crores, and then Shefali Verma, 2.2 crores, Annabelle Sutherland, 2.2 crores, Marizona Cap, 2.2 crores, and Nikki Prasad for 50 lakhs. So no place for Meg Lanning, the captain who took them three consecutive finals, no place for her. Tushari, in thoughts on that? It was expected, right? It was expected.
I don't think, I genuinely don't think that Meg Lanning is playing in the
Mm,
2026 WPL.
mm.
That's one point. The other point is something that I had asked you a little while back, and um, just
Yeah,
give me one.
the Annabelle Sutherland thing. Mm.
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
Meg Lanning, Snehashish. Why were you
okay,
looking
okay,
at
okay.
Annabelle Sutherland?
Okay, that price,
Yeah.
yes.
So Meg
Mm,
Lanning was bought, sorry, by Delhi
mm,
Capitals in 2023 for 1.1 crore.
mm.
So I think with Lanning, what eventually happens is, if she goes back to the auction and you buy her from the auction, you are probably expecting to get her at a lower price because she's not playing international cricket anymore.
Yes,
But also, I do think that it has got a lot to do with the fact that, because she does not play international cricket, um, when she comes into the when she comes to DC, first few matches she takes some time to settle down, and then goes about being better at batting. And no disrespect meant to her, because nobody can be Meg Lanning. That's a separate thing
yes.
altogether. Now,
Mm,
as far as captaincy is concerned, look, for only for captaincy you cannot pay 2 crores,
yes.
and neither can you place Meg Lanning below Jemima, Shafali, Sutherland, Cap. So from this list, what I can understand, that I think Lanning and Delhi have parted ways, in the sense that Lanning is not going to play the next year WPL. And if Lanning does not play the next year WPL, then and DC from the retained list, I think DC will go for. In my head, it was either Jemima or Shafali,
Mm,
but considering the fact that the coach is Jonathan Betty,
mm,
and Jonathan Betty and Sutherland have
mm.
kind of worked before this in
Together.
Melbourne Stars, there's a chance there as well, because Sutherland
Mm.
eventually is the future Australia captain, right? um, but again, DC is a JSW company. Jemmy is managed by JSW. So I will
So many connections.
yeah, so I will put my money on Jemmy being the captain of
Yes,
DC. And I think it
yes.
will be fantastic. A dress rehearsal for for eventually when she becomes the captain. I think after this World Cup, Smriti becoming the captain is slowly receding behind, because
Mm,
Herman has made it very clear that till she's fit, she's going to play. Till her body allows, she's going to play, which is kind of a rough indication that she's definitely here for the next T20 World Cup.
mm,
So once that happens, again, Smriti's age is also not on her side when it comes to captaincy. So let's see.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
here, as of now, I think Jemmy is the captain. But also,
Yes,
this team is fantastic in another
fantastic.
sense, that much like Mumbai Indians has held on to G Kamalini, they have held on to Nikki Prasad, who I think is another future captain, future Indian captain. Marizane Cap brings in all the experience. Sutherland at 2.2 crores for me in WPL is not a great buy. I think it is
Mm,
an emotional buy because of Jonathan Betty. There's no problem with Sutherland the player, but in Indian conditions, I don't think Sutherland the batter is very useful. Sutherland the
mm.
bowler with her slower ones is going to be extremely useful. You'll always get 4 overs from her. But the batter, it's very difficult for Sutherland to make a lot of impact. Uh, Shafali, of course, Shafali had to stay. I mean, if
Yes.
DC did not retain Shafali, then they would buy Shafali and they would have to pay 10 times more. I'm saying 10
Mm.
times more is a little exaggerated, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think as you said, I think with Jamie, I also think maybe Jamie Mayo is the future captain, is the next captain for DC. Obviously, Annabelle Sutherland, as you mentioned, 2.2 crores might be a little bit high, but because in the World Cup also, I think you guys have seen that with the bat, she has not been that much of consistent. I think only that 96 or 98 not out where Ashley Gardner scored that unbeaten century and won the game. I think only that match. Otherwise, she has not scored that much. But with the ball, I think she will be very much effective. So okay, so that is for DC. Okay, then we move to the next one.
I think with
And
Sutherland, Sutherland's batting, it is
yeah,
extremely important that the ball comes onto the bat. So I think she's
yeah.
fantastic when it comes to Australian pitches, English pitches. But when it comes to subcontinent pitches, I think her bowling is way more important. Like bowling takes precedence over batting.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Okay, so our next team is Gujarat Giants, and surprisingly, they have written only two players, and both are Australians. Ashley Gardner for 3.5 crores and Beth Mooney for 2.5 crores. And obviously, the coaching staff is also from Australia. Michael Klinger is there. So Trishadi, it was also expected that the Australians will definitely be retained, and that is only happened.
Yeah, but I think too much money. They should have let
Yeah,
Gardner go to the auction pool and buy her back, because I don't think with the kind of
3.5 is too
rotation.
much.
Yeah, I think 3.5 is too much. Ashley Gardner's impact, again, as a bowler in Indian pitches, don't think will be that good in T20s, because, yes, she has started bowling better. She has started bowling slower, agreed. But I still feel that in India, spinners from outside India against Indian batters is not a great option.
Hmm.
Um, would have been interested in DC. By the way, sorry, I forgot to mention, in DC I was actually a little um, upset. I would have
Hmm.
retained N Chudney instead of Sutherland,
Yes.
especially
Mm.
because we have seen in this World Cup how much every single batter is struggling against the
Mm.
left arm
And
spinner in general.
yes, and if DC are thinking that okay, we might get her in the auction, it will not be easy. It will not be easy. I think she will get a big amount. She can get a big
Do
amount.
not forget, UP Warriors have the highest purse. So it is
Yes.
not going to be easy to get so many. And they have let
Yes.
go of someone like Sophie Eccleston. So they
Yes.
will need a left arm spinner. So they are definitely thinking of Chutney, and it's Abhishek
Yes.
Nair.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, as I said, I would have loved them to actually, I would have loved Gigi not to retain anybody other than Mooney. I think Mooney brings in wicket keeping. Also, in fact, not even Mooney. I had thought that they will retain Litchfield.
Mm.
I thought they'll retain only one player, and that to Phoebe Litchfield.
Mm.
Because Beth Mooney, I don't know for how long is Beth Mooney going to be there for you, because this is a mega auction which continues for quite a
Yes.
long period of time. And Mooney just gives you opening batting. She can keep wickets, and she might keep wickets. Mostly, she might keep wickets. But if she's the captain, still makes sense.
Mm.
I think
Yes.
Ashley Gardner, yeah, the 3.5 to Ashley Gardner is actually hitting me.
Yes.
But I
But do
think
you think
the
Ashley Gardner will be the captain?
no, I don't think so.
Mm.
I think if Mooney is there, Mooney will be the captain.
Mm.
And that's why. Why didn't you keep Laura Woolward?
Yes.
They have RTM available. I think the two names that will be there in mind, or there might be a toss up depending on who comes first in the auction list. That one would be Woolward, and the other one would be Litchfield. But I think Woolward's
Mm.
disadvantage will be the coaching staff.
Yes. And
So she will.
no chance of Deandra Dottin, Tushadi?
Isn't she done?
Yes. That's a big question. That's a big question. And I think
Oh,
in IPL also we have seen these franchises being pretty much ruthless, and they are very clear about their approach.
that's
And
what franchisee cricket is.
yes.
Understand, Snehashish, this is not about um, this is not just about cricket. It
Mm.
is the business of cricket. So if I
Yeah.
am investing in a franchisee, I want to win, because it is not about prize money alone.
Mm.
If I win, if my brand earns name, then I get that much money. Corporates coming in, my my ROI increases. Now if you look at which team can have money or brand value even when they're not winning, again, much like men's cricket, in women's cricket also one name will come up, that's RCB, because
Yes.
Smriti pulls in a lot of brand value, because Shriyanka puts in like brings in a lot of brand value. So even if they don't win, probably they will fill the stadiums. But with Gujarat Giants, Gardner is not a brand. Mooney is
Yes.
not a brand. They don't have a single brand, so they have to win this season to actually make any sort of profit for the Adanis.
Mm. Yes, absolutely. Valid points. And obviously, then the last team, and who have surprised, I think, most. They have retained only one player, Shweta Sherawat, for 50 lakhs, and they have released all. So, no Dipti Sharma, no Alisa Haley, no Sophia Kirsten, as Tushati already mentioned. Tushati, thoughts on that? No Dipti Sharma, player of the tournament?
Um, I did think they will release Deepthi Sharma. That was
Mm.
there in my mind. But what was not there in my mind was them not retaining any of Georgia Wall slash
Yeah,
Grace Harris slash Sophie Eccleston.
yes.
And that's why I'm quite sure. Neil, if you can change the graphics, buddy, and put in. No,
Yes, the
there will be
UP
another
Warriors.
graphics.
I think it's coming. Yes, there it is.
Yeah, perfect.
Mm.
So, as I was saying, um, they have four right to match cards. So maybe they're
Mm.
planning for someone like Deepthi and Grace Harris. I did think, I mean, it's Abhishek Nair. He must have thought and chosen between Kiran Navgire, Shweta Sherawat. I'm
Mhm.
not 100% sure that Shweta Sherawat is someone I would go for. Nothing
Mm.
against her, but I do think that she's much like Pratika, probably not 100% suitable for this format. So,
Yes.
as backup, sure. But when you're retaining someone, you retain someone because that person fills up a position in your playing 11, not as a
Point.
backup. So, we have to
Yes.
see what is the role that Abhishek Nair is, fitting Shweta
Thinking.
in. But I
Mm.
do think
Absolutely.
we will see that Shweta as Neil, this is the wrong card because Shweta's spelling is wrong. Anyway, sorry
Mm.
guys for the Sherawat spelling, but getting back to the point, I feel that what do you look? Which role are you looking at when it comes to Shweta? Middle order batter.
Yes. Yes. And I think Dushati, it will be very tough for Abhishek now and all, because Kiran Nagpure is in super form, scoring runs for fun in domestic. That power hitting skill is there, and someone like Kranti Gaur, I think the way she has been bowling, starting with the WPL initially in the domestic and
Yeah,
then
why
for
did
India.
they let go of Kranti Kaur?
Yeah. That is the question. Huh? They also let go Kranti Gaur because she has been fantastic for from domestic, then
Absolutely.
for UP for them only, and then she got the chance in India, now the world champion. So I think it's very surprising that they even let go someone like Kranti Gaur, young talent, and one of their
Gujarat
main
will want
bowlers
to
in
take
the last
someone
year.
like Kiran Navgire to play with Mooney,
Yeah.
to
Ah,
open with
yes,
Mooney,
yes.
where Kiran can go bang bang from ball one, and Mooney can just play around her, and Mooney can
Yes.
take that innings around her and take like make it a longish innings of 20 overs. So
Mm.
interesting mega auction. Thank you so much, Neil, for the cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think as you mentioned, I think the mega auction will be very much interesting. I think most eyes will be on GG and UPW, how they approach to the auction, because they have to make the core group first. If you see the other three teams, at least they have managed to fill the core group of themselves by retaining four or five players, four or five
Correct.
main players of that playing 11. But if you see the rest of these two teams, GG and UPW, I think these two teams have to go with a better approach to gather that first, that the competitive core group, and then obviously the backups. So that will be the thing to see. Okay, Tushani, uh, time to take some comments.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. I thought there are only five comments because I was in the end. Um, ATG Rohit, hello. Hello
Okay,
Rohit.
hello.
आकाश एटीजी का फुल फॉर्म क्या है रोहित? आकाश दिल्ली का बताओ, क्या बताए? दिल्ली का मौसम बताए कि क्या बताए? No, jokes apart, I think Delhi we did second. We were just going by. No, Delhi we did
Yeah,
third. I hope
third,
you
yes.
did hear. Amelia Kerr, sorry, Manikanta Suri, Amelia Kerr not retained as she is also mostly performing in bowling since last two WPL seasons. But
Logic.
Matthews is performing in both departments, but was scratching here and there. Tough call. Yeah, I think Snehashish, correct assessment.
Yes, I think we both discussed it that the decision might be in between both these players, at whom we might go with Amelia Kerr or maybe a Hallie Matthews. And the only concern would be with Hallie Matthews right now would be the fitness, because she has not been playing competitive cricket. How fit she will be before the tournament, if she manages to get some game time here and there, that will be fantastic. But as you mentioned, for someone like Amelia Kerr, she has not done that much good after that T20 World Cup that she had in 2024. She hasn't managed to come up with that all-round brilliance in whatever cricket that she has played. So I think that is why they have gone with Amelia. They are gone with Hallie Matthews.
Yeah, but when you talk about fitness, the other part that you have to see, she has two steps or three steps. She takes three steps before bowling, and
Yes.
the kind of batter that she is, it's not like she takes a lot of singles or something of that
Yeah.
sort um for her to be testing her fitness so much. That's my
Mhm.
only point. And there's a lot of time between now and
Yeah.
WPL.
Yes.
Okay. Suresh. Sorry, Suresh is saying why Gujarat has not retained Litchfield in place of Mooney. It's a big miss. I completely agree.
Yes.
Mooney, more than Mooney, I'm just a
Ashley
little
Gardner,
appalled at
3.5.
Gardner. Yeah,
Yeah.
but again, you cannot retain Mooney and Litchfield. Both will be very similar
Similar kind
batters.
of. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suresh, Delhi should look for Litchfield in auction. Absolutely. Think of Delhi opening with Shafali Verma and Phoebe Litchfield. Whoa.
So,
Uh,
so just think, Litchfield and Shefali opening at number three, it's Jemima. Then you have Madison Cap. Then you have Annabelle Sutherland. Okay. Next questions.
okay.
Next comment, Tushadi.
Finally, 2026 will be the year for Delhi. Am I top five set? Yes.
Yes.
Manikanta Suri, Yastika is injured, not sure if she plays WPL. No, Manikanta, where you're going wrong is this is mega, like, this is retention for 3 years. So even if
Yes.
Yastika is not directly available for this year, if they retained Yastika, she could have been available for the next 2 years, and you would not have
Mhm.
to pay that much money, which you might have to if you try to bring her in the
Auction.
auction, like buy her in the auction, not bring her in the
Mhm.
auction. So yeah. Manikanta Suri is asking, Snehashish, take this. Head coach is Australian. Why not Darcy Brown?
Why not Darcy Brown? I think, despite the coach being Australian, when it comes to the retention, I think more than bowlers, you always prefer the two-dimension players like all-rounders. Whether she will come with the bat and the ball, whether she will be the wicket keeper and the batter. So it's always helps to cover that place at the initial stage. I think that has been the template for franchisee leagues for the franchisee teams, and that is what I think most of the franchises have did. But yeah, I think for Darcy Brown, see, she can bat. All Australians can bat. There is no denying about that. But but mostly for Darcy Brown, she is the primary bowler and a pacer. It's not a spinner also. She's not a spinner also. So I think that is why they have not gone for Darcy Brown. But she will be one of the players to watch out for in the auction for sure for any franchise.
I also think Snehashish, her inconsistency is one of the reasons that
Yes.
probably they have not retained her. That's
Hmm.
one more reason. Also, I think bowling, you want a little more India based bowling, so that you have that
Slovers,
cushion where you
Qatar.
can play overseas
Yeah.
batters, so
Yeah.
that you can have those power hitting batters there.
Yes.
Shirish is saying, did UP Warriors make a blunder by not retaining Kranti? I think so. But
Yes.
also, it could well be if Kranti knows her worth, then Kranti will know she'll get paid more if she comes in the auction.
Yes.
So this is related to the next question that Shirish has asked. Also, how much does a player has on the, like how much say does a player have on the retention when they don't want, like especially when they don't want to be retained? Snehashish?
I think for a franchisee, they have to tell the player that okay, we are going to retain you as the first player, or maybe the in the second position, maybe the third position, because according to the position you are going to pay. For DC, if you see, all the four players have been paid the same amount of money. That is completely the franchise's call. But if you see the
Yeah,
other franchises, the most what happens in most cases that according to the position you are getting paid. So, for
correct.
example, see the Mumbai Indians case, right? Nat Shiva, but why she is in the number one spot? Because she can give you the three dimensions: batting, bowling, and obviously the leadership also. So she has been in the first position, more money than Harmanpreet Kaur, someone like Harmanpreet Kaur, because Harmanpreet Kaur only two dimension: captaincy and batter. So I think that is how I think if you see, for example, for someone like Kranti Gaur, I think UP Warriors or maybe Abhishek Nar has definitely has talked with Kranti Gaur that okay, we will look to retain you, but in this amount of money. But for someone like Kranti Gaur, after this type of success for the last 1 year, domestic cricket, then WPL success, then Team India, now a world champion at such a young age, I think definitely she knows that if she now goes to the table in a mega auction in WPL, she will get more money than the amount that can she get possibly can get from UPW, even if she is the first retention player. So I think maybe it might be a player's call mostly, because obviously players have all the right
It's
to
50-50
see.
because
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's a 50-50.
yeah,
Important part is two. It's a two-part discussion. One will be what is going to be the role of the player,
mhm,
and
yeah,
number two is what is going to be the money.
money,
In
yeah,
both cases, basically you have to reach a middle point where both the parties agree, and whoever has not been retained could well be that you have not reached your middle, like
yeah.
that there's no middle point
Expectation.
that they have been
Mm,
reached. Yeah.
yeah.
I think okay. Shirish is saying I think DC will go for Litchfield in the auction and Gigi might use RTM for her. Depends, because if you see Gigi, I have to take out. Wait. Uh,
GG have available 9 crores.
yeah. So Gigi have available 9 crores, and the way Litchfield has played, and especially against spinners, because that would be a
Mm,
huge consideration when it comes to choosing players. I think there you will see there you will see that Litchfield probably will go for it. Okay, let me ask you this, Neashish. What if
mhm.
Litchfield goes for something around 3.5 crores? You think you already
Yes.
have you have Gardner, whom you have already paid 3.5 crores. Are you going to pay 3.5 crores to
No.
Litchfield? That's
No.
why I
No
don't think
chance.
they have enough resources to keep
Mm.
Litchfield, or to RTM for Richfield, Richfield. Yeah, she'll become rich for sure. Okay.
Mm.
Babu Shona Dey is saying, take this. Trishadi, what do you think about poor UP Warriors? They dropped Deepthi, Eccleston, and RCB should have written Ragvi Bish. Stay Ashish.
Um, yeah, obviously, I was very shocked to see that Deepthi not being retained. I think I think she could be a leading leadership option also for UP Warriors. That could have been an option there, but yeah, I think let's see. And obviously, as Tushati mentioned, not having retained someone like Sophie Eccleston also, that is also very surprising. But what you have come with the rugby beast, I think she's a potentially good player. Especially she can hit those big shots, and she can be that middle order player that can anchor the role and can finish the game. We saw some glimpses in the last WPL also, and if you remember Trishadi in the recent India A
Australia.
tour of Australia, she played some good knocks. So I think she's a very good potential player. I think she will be one of the players that will definitely get some team, and she will play in that
I
playing
think she'll
11.
play for UP Warriors. I do think Abhishek
Yeah,
Nair will
maybe. Maybe
make
because
that note.
yeah, because Abhishek Nair always looks for those young, you know, young talents. If you see for KKR also in IPL side also, he always comes up with those someone like Ankrish Raghuvanshi. No one knew about him, but he has been a decent player. He has been a good talent. So I think maybe, as you mentioned for UPW, maybe we can see Raghuvi play.
Anukram Sachan, I hope I pronounced the name right. I feel MI should retain Amelia than Haley Matthews because of her age and form. Matthews' form is a question?
No, no.
How? Which match are you watching that we are not watching? Nobody. I don't think her form is a concern. Age, I completely agree with you. Age probably is
Yeah.
in Amelia's side. But again, I don't think Amelia's performance has helped her.
Hmm.
Snehashi, we'll take the questions a little quicker because the questions keep coming. and I'm losing some of the questions. Guys, aram se questions bejo. Shirish is saying crucial WPL for Kamalini Nikki Prasad to seal spot for T20 World Cup. Snehashish?
Oh, ah. I think it will be difficult for this T20 World Cup. I think the time is very short because if you see when the WPL is possibly happening, you will have the T20 World Cup what in 3 months' time, Tushadi? I think less amount of matches in between to play for India. You have to give them some game time. You cannot make those debuts in World Cup straight, right? So I think it will be difficult for them. Yeah, one or two names you might see as a backup. You can see in the squad in that 15-member squad, but I don't see them playing regularly in that playing event in that particular World Cup that is upcoming in England. But obviously, this will be a huge platform for both of these players, especially because they have been retained. And when a franchise is showing that kind of a faith on you at that such a young age, you should understood the value of that. You should understood the franchise putting him, and there's a chance if we perform right now for a longer rope, and that can help them in their career. So I think huge chance for both of them, but hopefully both these
I
players
think
are
G
in the radar
Kamalini
for
has
Team
a
India.
I think G Kamalini has a chance of going in as your third opener.
Yes, as a backup in the 15-member
Hmm.
squad. I think for someone like Nikki Prasad it will be difficult because of
I
the
think
role.
it's Colombo tea, huh? At
Oh,
first time.
okay, how is it?
Yeah, it's good. It's strong.
Good.
Good.
Nice.
देखो सारी बातें चलनी चाहिए रिटेंशन की बात कर रहे हैं तो ऐसे चाय पानी तो बंद नहीं हो सकती किसी का Veer Suryavanshi, why is the max limit only 15 crore? Should be at least 30. Baby steps, Veer, baby steps.
Yeah, yeah.
It started 15 crore, 30 crore. I promise you, there will be more than five teams in the coming years. There will be more than 30 crores as the budget in the coming years. Women's cricket is only going upwards. And now with this World Cup, it is not turning back, I can assure you that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is something that I also felt, Snehashish. Manikanta Suri is saying, sad that there is no place for Renuka in retention for RCB.
That is also, I am quite surprised that no sign of Renuka Singh Thakur. Uh, yeah, because
Again, I
because
think if you
Tushari,
see
the
ranks,
bond that we witnessed in the practice sessions between Smriti Mandana and Renuka, I think we thought, okay,
yeah, but with that bond, she has to keep everyone there. That
that
that's
is
not
also point.
possible.
That is also point.
Then she has to convince DC to leave Jemmy also. I mean, Jemmy तो छोड़ ही दो, वो मेरी बच्ची है, मैं ही सिखाती हूँ, मैं ही रख दूंगी उसको. Okay. Why not RCB went for Sophie Molyneux, sports fan? Sports fan, I clearly think throughout the World Cup we have seen Sophie Molyneux is not fit. I do think that
Yeah,
just for the sake of stats, Sophie Molyneux played in the India games. But in general, I don't think she is
definitely.
right up there with the fitness.
Yeah,
Shirish
I
has
think
come up with a fantastic name. Yeah, please
yes.
continue, Stan.
No, no, no. I just wanted to mention that I think in the league phase game, when India took on Australia, I think she was more fitter than she was in the semi-final. I think in the semi-final, it was just
Correct.
sick for it.
Yeah. I did not understand why she played in the semi-finals. Good for us,
Mm.
not complaining at all. Get all injured players playing. I don't mind. As long as I win, as long as we
Yeah.
win. Yeah. But okay, very interesting name Shirish has come up with. RCB should go for Davina Perine.
Woo, why not? Because RCB, if you see in the last 3 years of WPL, they always go for another, exciting name. Someone like Sophie Divine, or if not Sophie Divine, someone like Heather Knight. You know, so I think Devina Perrin will be a name, and Devina Perrin has now registered with the WBPL also. So that will be another opportunity for us to, show her,
Witness her
to see her, yeah, to see her how she does there, but she will be one of the exciting names. I think this WBPL performance will be key for her. I think just basis of the 100 performance, I think WPL franchise will not go for her that much. But if she somehow manages to score big runs in this upcoming WBPL, especially the Indian players are also playing theirs. Uh, just think, someone like Jemima is playing for in WBPL. So if Jemima sees that, from close range, and eventually if she becomes the captain of DC, so she might just get a call from there only to DC management. Just be ready with the
भैया
money.
seal कर लो.
Yeah, yes. Just be ready with the money. We are going for her. So yeah, Devina Perrin can be an exciting name to watch out for.
Sports fan has asked the question that Snehashish has already answered. I think I also answered that. Jemmy DC captain, don't see any other way and would not
Yeah.
want it any other way, to be
Yes. Yes.
fair. Shirish, I don't see some of the veterans making it this WPL. Who are you actually talking about? थोड़ा नाम बता दो भाई. Veterans, मतलब Heather Knight and all. Yeah, I don't think Heather Knight. I don't know, but I don't feel Heather Knight is going to play WPL. I don't see Meg Lanning playing WPL either, as I clearly said. Manikant, DC did the best among all retention, even though I'm a fan of MI. I completely agree with you. Babu Shonade, I think Jemima will be the new captain. Yes. Uma Maheshwara M. Trisha, your voice is bit low. भाई इतनी तो बुलंद आवाज है, क्या तुम कंप्लेंट कर रहे हो? ये इधर घर पे बोलते हैं धीरे बोलो, हर जगह बोलते हैं धीरे बोलो, तुम हो के बोल रहे हो, ऐसे कंप्लेन मत करो उमा जी. Is my voice low, guys?
No, no, it's okay. It's fine.
यार तबीयत खराब जब होती है मेरी, जब जो कि चल भी रही है, तब
Yeah.
भी मेरी वॉइस कभी लो नहीं होती है. ये वॉइस भगवान का देन है. बिना माइक के कहीं हर जगह पहुंच जाता है, तो कोई टेंशन ही नहीं है वॉइस लो होने का. आई थिंक पूजा इज राइटिंग समथिंग. वेट. Trisha
Yes.
Ghoshal, voice is low even for me. Oh, is it? Wow. Oh, well, I have no idea why is the voice low. But yeah, स्नेहाशीष के लिए क्यों लो नहीं है? उसके घर पे थोड़ी हूँ मैं तो मेरे ही घर पे हूँ.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
नील भी बोल रहा है कि
सबके
मेरे
लिए
लिए भी
लो
लो
है
है.
यार, तुम लोग अब तक क्यों नहीं बता रहे थे? ये सब छुपा रुस्तम
पता
गिरी
नहीं
कैसे?
यार.
रुको रुको.
ये तो
हम
पूरा
कुछ करते हैं.
क्लियर एंड लाउड सुनाई दे रहा है. पता नहीं, पर ठीक है.
अभी क्या बोले यार, इन लोगों का कनेक्शन नहीं है मेरे साथ, इसलिए ऐसा हो रहा है. जस्ट गिव मी.
Yes. Okay, Tushadi will be back. Then we will continue the discussion because I somehow, for some reason, I am not uh, I'm not being able to see the comments, so that is why we have to wait for Trishadi. Yes, I think she is back.
Yeah, guys, any better? Any
Oh,
better?
this is, yeah, this is very very better, very very
Too
much
much.
better, very much better.
This is too much.
This is too much. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Maybe some net issue. Maybe.
Johnny.
Okay. I think some net issue might be there. I think that is why. Let's wait for some time. But as we're discussing, I think for DC, I think a new captain. Okay, Tushadi. No, some issue with the. Yes. Now you're back.
I'm back. Okay,
Hmm.
let's go. Mm,
Hmm.
Babushona De, I think Meg is better retention compared to Cap.
Nah,
No.
nah, no,
You
no.
so here's the thing, Cap Marizane Cap might not do as much batting as a Meg Lanning does, but do not forget you're going to get 4 overs, 2 overs in the beginning and 2 overs at the death with Marizane Cap. So that takes care of 4 overs, and then there is big hitting, the middle order role which Marizane Cap
Hmm.
can play, the experience that
Yes,
she brings in. So Meg Lanning should have been retained, but if Meg Lanning has not been retained, guys, I think it's a clear signal she's not playing in WPL
WPL.
2026.
Hmm.
Okay, next question is Shirish. Could Gujarat Giants, UP Warriors go for Lanning? They need a good skip. They need a good skipper. I was going to read speaker.
Yeah, I think for UP Warriors, obviously they not only need a more than skipper, they need a full team most of no, mostly. But as Trishali said, I completely agree. I think it will be very hard for McLaren to play for any other franchise in this upcoming WPL, and I also not seeing her playing the WPL at all. Who knows? Maybe in coming days we can see Meg Lanning being associated with DC only in another capacity. That might happen also. But what I also think that maybe she will not going to play the WPL at all, because you cannot judge anyone's form just seeing the 100 form. The 100 is completely different format, and it's very different. You should not judge that. Okay, they are after struggling in the initial game, she managed to make a comeback and she scored a lot of runs, but that doesn't mean that she is, you know. She is the perfect candidate right now to play the WPL, because in WPL the bowling standards will be much more higher, and the competitiveness is much more higher rather than the 100 tournament, and obviously a defined format. So I think that is why for me also I am not seeing McLaren playing for any other franchise.
Selfless Six is asking, I wonder whether we see Harmanpreet again in ODI format, as by the next World Cup, her age would be around 40. I guess she would retire after Champions Trophy in 2027. Who would replace her in ODIs? स्नेहाशीष आप ले लो.
Harmanpreet Kaur.
और कितने हरमनप्रीत को तुम जानते हो भाई
ओके,
क्रिकेट में?
नो वो नहीं, वो थोड़ा मिडिल में थोड़ा वॉइस कट हो गया था इसलिए. ओके, या आई थिंक इन ओडीआईज I think we have been saying this. I think Smriti Mandana is the candidate that should be the new captain for India, be it any format of the game. I think for after Harmanpreet Kaur, she should be the ideal candidate. But if she continues to a certain time, I am talking about Harmanpreet Kaur. If she continues to a certain time, then as Tushar said, I think right now Jemima has suddenly came out in that race, right? Because, and especially if she eventually becomes the new captain of DC, I think the case of being hard in that race suddenly getting strengthened. So I think that is why it will be interesting to see. But obviously, if you ask me right now at this moment, obviously Sri Mandana is the ideal candidate to take over from Harmanpreet Kaur, be it any format of the game.
Absolutely. But by then, what if DC wins under under Jemima Rodriguez?
Yes, those will be the
Neil,
factors. Those
there is
will
a
be
super chat. Can you take it?
Oh yes.
Yeah, Ranjit. I somehow feel UP Warriors will win this edition because of Nair. He's very brilliant coach. RCB should go for Litchfield. Your thoughts? Snehashish,
Okay,
take that.
RCB going for Litchfield, but then you have to go with two left-handed openers. I think that might not work. Both Smriti Mandana and Litchfield opening, I think maybe a little bit difficult. Yeah,
Yeah,
Litchfield
good
can
point.
play at number three. Litchfield can play in the middle orders also. But I think in a format like T20, if you use someone like Litchfield in the middle order, it's a complete waste. You need to give her full 20 overs. Then you can maximize her utility as a proper batter, as a proper power hitter. So that will be interesting to see whether RCB how RCB thinks about that. But as you talked about UPW can win. Okay, yeah, Abhishek Nair has been a good coach, but if you have to see what he has done with the team, he has not done well while guiding a team. He has been a part of KKR as a batting coach, as a mentor, and the success story that we have listened about Abhishek Nair is all about while mentoring a particular individual player, someone like Rohit Sharma, someone like KL Rahul. He has been brilliant. All the players have been brilliant after working with him. Be it Rohit, be it KL Rahul, they have always praised about Abhishek. Now there is no denying about that, and that is why KKR have showed that belief also in IPL. Also, they have named him as the new coach. UPW Warriors have also named him as the new coach. But it will be interesting to see how he handled the whole unit. It's a different role. It's a different thing because more than coaching, there you need a man management, and it's a very different thing. So I think that will be a very new challenge for him. That will be exciting times for us also to see how he does. But yeah, as an individual, he has been brilliant so far while working with individual players.
Babu Shonade, what do you think? Ragvi Bisht is better option compared to Shriyanka? Um,
I think Tushadi has
not
said
really. Right
the
now, no.
ultimate logic. Yeah, I think Tushadi has said the ultimate logic. It's all about the brand. I think the brand factor have has worked
Yeah,
here.
yeah, it has to be. Yeah. This is
Yeah.
franchising cricket. This
And,
has
and,
to be
and there
about
is
brand.
no and I
Your,
think there is
look,
no wrong about
franchises are
this
here
thing.
to make profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, franchises are here to make profit. It's a business investment. And I
Yeah.
don't see any issues in that. And I think Shriyanka has done well as far as maintaining that RCB
Very
brand is
good.
concerned, while
Yeah.
she has also grown as a player. You know,
Yes.
it's my only concern with Shriyanka is the amount of injuries that she has. I mean, as I said, she's injury prone, and that is my concern with her.
Yes.
Uh, TCTYX VGCF ये क्या है? ये तुमने A to Z ही लिख दिया होता? खैर, Chanel Henry not retained. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Chanel Henry gives you two dimensions. I have no idea. Maybe the money didn't work or something of that
Mm,
sort. Otherwise, I have no idea. Aditya, okay, I'll read the questions a little quickly
yeah.
because it's 57 minutes and we still have like thousands of questions. Aditya M. Tripathi, Trishadi, will Pratika Rawal be picked in the WPL 2026 auction? She will not be able to play WPL 2026. So I don't think there is any point in
Mm,
picking her up in the auction here. In the future, do I think she has a position? I think she's going to lead one of the WPL teams.
okay.
Shubham Vashisht, what is DC doing? Right now, they're probably having dinner after retention. क्या ही बोलूं मैं? Pulkit Arora. I think DC should go Jess Jonathan instead of Sutherland. She's better player and Australia missed to in the World Cup. See, Jess Jonathan. Okay, this is one more reason I was saying that I think Meg is not going to play because Jess Jonathan is typically a Meg Lanning bowler, and we have clearly seen that even in the Australian setup.
Mm,
Once Meg Lanning, retired and Aliza Healy took up the captaincy, it has been Sophie Molyneux and not Jess Jonathan who has been favored.
mm,
Every captain has their own bowler on whom they have a lot of faith. So
mm,
that is someone, for example, that's Jess Jonathan for Meg Lanning. And hence, I think when Meg Lanning is not in the system, it's difficult for Jess Jonathan also to maintain her position. And that does not mean that she's a bad bowler. It's just that Jemmy probably would want someone like a N. Charani eventually
yes.
going forward. But yeah, that's one more reason. Prince of World, what about Meg? Can't see her any other teams apart from DC. अरे यार उसको भी तो यार पैसे उसकी मर्जी कुछ तो दे दे प्रिंस ऑफ वर्ल्ड व्हाट आर यू डूइंग बट या आई अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू आर सेइंग if I see her in some other team, I think it'll be a shocker in the sense emotionally. I will feel
Yes.
very, very sad. Um, so Prince of World again says Lisa Kingsley नहीं है रे Knightley क्या बोल रहा है Lisa Knightley is now head coach of MI. Will
Yeah.
DC appoint new coach? She was DC's assistant coach.
Yes.
हेड कोच तो जोनाथन बेटी है तो अभी
Hmm.
देखते हैं आई एम श्योर um Initiant reaction. I think UP goes to Indian captain. UP goes to Indian captain. Yeah, I also think UP ideally will try to go to Indian captain. But अगर ध्यान से सोचो तो है कौन इसमें से? Your
Hmm.
if you see 4 5 captains, you have the Harmanpreet, Smriti, and I'm talking about strictly Indian captain. Harmanpreet, Smriti, Jemmy, Shafali, probably a little.
Dipti.
Other than that, though, Deepti. Sorry. Deepti will be above Shafali in that list.
Yeah. Yeah.
So either UP has to buy Deepti back for making her the captain, or I think, yeah, definitely Shweta is not becoming the captain. So
No.
they'll have to buy
No. No.
Deepti or they will buy one of the, they might buy Meg Lanning, you never know, and make her the captain. Manikanta Suri, no, I was saying MI will look for Brown in auction. I don't know. I'm again not sure about Brown because of her consistency.
I think for MI
Babushana,
the primary aim should be an Indian pacer. I think they will definitely go for an Indian pacer.
Babushana, the RCB bowling coach and Anya Shrubsole is good for RCB in Indian conditions. Is this a question or a statement?
But she is not going to bowl, right? She is going to teach the bowl.
Exactly, she's going to teach. Orkarudro, Trishadi Snehashish, a big fan. Can I get an autograph from each one of you, please, please, please? A big, big fan. तू कॉफी पिलाने आ पहले तू कॉफी पिलाने आ फिर मैं तुझे ऑटोग्राफ देती हूँ By the way, guys who do not know what is this joke, Orko Rudra is our absolute star editor. Orko and I have been working together since our Star Sports days. So, in Mumbai, we both, that is where we started sharing this whole equation of brother sister, and we have held on to that. So, definitely, Orko will get an autograph. बनता तो है पर पहले मेरी कॉफी बनती है और को I've been on tour and you have promised me coffee. So yeah. Annie says Jemmy will lead DC, right? If it's on us, she's the captain from today. But since it is not on us, we have to wait for the auction. Sahana M. I was hoping teams will increase and purse for this mega auction after the success of WPL having the first cycle. When can we expect more teams? Give it another cycle.
Yes.
Suresh, Litchfield should go around 4 crore. Mark my words in auction. I said Richfield. This is why I said Richfield because Litchfield will soon become Richfield.
Yes.
Oh, this is a very interesting question. Priyanshu says, "Hello Trishadi, I'm still in hangover of WC." Oh, I thought I'm still in hangover. कल party किया होगा तुमने? Please tell which team did best retention. Snehashish.
Uh, I think DC. I think Delhi Capitals. I think Delhi Capitals have done a fantastic job. I know they took some hard calls by not returning someone like Meg Lanning, someone like Ian Switcherani also. I think it must be very hard for them to let her go as well. But the way they have managed to, keep, if you see the options, Annabelle Sutherland, all rounder, you have your 4 overs covered. You have Madison Cap, 4 overs, so 8 overs covered. Again, all round option. Jamie Rodriguez, captaincy maybe, and then obviously you're one of the top batters. And Nikki Prasad, a fantastic option to have as have a backup. So I think they have been fantastic. And yes, I think it will be interesting to see whether they go for in future any to a certain level or not in the auction. I think they will go.
I
I
think
think
they
for
will.
some, yeah, I think they will go. But I think if she managed to get, what they are expecting that they can pay, I think then things can get difficult for them.
Pooja Gosika, another superstar. Miss you, Meg Lanning. Please come to GG or UP Warriors. Want Jemmy to captain DC and of course MI to win WPL 2026. Why am I not surprised that Pooja? wants Harmanpreet Kaur's team to win WPL 2026.
Ah,
Again, guys, I know Pooja will in 5 seconds send me a text saying, "अरे इतना नहीं बोलना था मेरे बारे में." But another absolute star of Rev Sports. All the cards that you just saw, this woman is responsible for that, and she's fab. She is just fab. Even if
and
Snehashish and I, by any chance, miss out on
yeah,
anything,
yeah.
brother man is there to remind us. Brother woman.
And you guys will never know the superpower she has. She is one of the main reason
Oh
that is why
yes,
South Africa
yes,
lost the
she's
final.
India's
So
MVP. Let's say
yes,
she's the MVP of India. See.
yes. So that is the secret that we have and we love to carry forward.
Yes. Selfless Six says Shafali won the player of the match in finals and created sweet headache for selectors while picking ODI squad for Australia and further ODIs. I think Harleen's place is in danger in ODIs. Um, yes, I do think so too. We'll keep it at
Mm.
that. Manikanta Suri, Trisha Gongari will be exciting. For a second, I thought, yes, Trisha G. But
Yes,
yes,
absolutely.
yes,
I
I
think
think very
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Even Tushadi, if you can remember, in the last edition also we're talking about why not
Yeah,
Tusha getting a team,
G
right?
Trisha.
Because yeah, G Trisha not getting a team because she had a
I'm
fantastic
also G Trisha, just by the way, huh? I'm also G Trisha
yes,
only.
Trisha Ghoshal, right, G Trisha, yes. So yeah, I think good name. I think she will be one of the players to watch out for. So let's see. I think there are so many names. If you see Vaishnavi Sharma, highest wicket taker in the senior women T20. I think she has been fantastic. From under 19 days right now, she is working hard. I think she will be one of the names to look out for. Someone like Paunika Sisodia. I think all these players have been fantastic, and I think auction will be interesting to see.
Guys, we won't ever be able to take so many questions. What is this?
Yeah.
Okay, I will quickly read after 10 probably questions because my Bluetooth is also saying its charge is almost gone. Um, Pavan Suresh, hi guys, hi Pavan, Priyanshu Trishadi, Renuka RTM, I would think so. Babu
Maybe.
Shonade, Trishadi, in recent report, India women are going to play against Bangladesh women T20 and ODI series in December. So, do you think there will be any change in playing 11 and captain for India?
Nah.
Talk about it other day. Trishadi, for men, cricket tests are pinnacle, but in case of women game, I believe OLG gold will eventually become OLG
Olympic
gold.
gold, maybe.
Oh, Olympic gold will become pinnacle. Thoughts? I would say, if you ask me, it will always be ODI.
Yes.
I mean, ODI World Cup. Did
ODI World
Jamie
Cup.
get less money? नहीं यार, ठीक है.
ठीक है. हाँ.
Trishadi Pratika came back from injury. Then where's Shafali going to play? Shafali will play in her house. No, no, I think Shafali will get chance, yeah, to play. If Pratika comes back, we can without Harleen, maybe you can push Pratika to three and have Shafali and Smriti opening.
Mm.
Which Indian will take part in WBBL 2025-26? Jemmy for sure.
Yes.
UPSC prep. UPSC prep. Oh, acha. I thought you were asking
Yeah.
us to prep. Yeah, don't put us in that problem. What about UP Warriors? We have discussed Australia had no chance to play Molyneux. Smriti smashed Wareham and King in ODI series for fun. Okay, big breaking news. Ugh, no, I didn't like the news only. Um, is okay, guys. My voice will again become low.
Yes. But
Yeah.
but last 2 3 minutes, Trishade on the show because we also have an assignment in 30 minutes.
Oh yes, of course, of course.
Yes.
Um, do you feel RCB should retain Sneh Rana then Shriyanka? Again, we spoke about
Why
uh,
Priyanka
we
Patil is
spoke
there?
about the brand value. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ranjit, we have taken even after selfless six, even after Litchfield's mind-blowing performance, she was not retained. No wonder if she gets the highest bid. Of course, she will. I feel UP Warriors will get back Healy in lower price. Same here. Uh, it's going to be crazy to see Jemmy versus स्मृति. वो तो हर दिन ही देख रहे हैं, मतलब हर दिन नहीं, हर बार ही देख रहे हैं. पेरी agreed for 2 crore. मतलब कम पे जाना चाहिए था वो. नहीं ना. 2 crore is fine, yeah.
हाँ ठीक है, ऑलराउंडर है भाई अभी भी.
Players like Radha, Aru, Raghavi, Tanya, Uma. Radha, yes. Aru, yes. Raghavi, yes. Tanya, not
क्वेश्चन
in the
मार्क.
playing 11, maybe, but yes, as backup keeper. Uma, Uma, yes. Backup
Yes,
keeper again. Have you seen the tall England fast bowler of Indian origins? She looked impressive. Who is this?
I think
Snehajish?
Mahika Gaur maybe. I
J-
think she is Mahika Gaur,
oh,
the left
Mahika
arm.
God. Yeah, yeah. I think Mahika will get a team. Ideally, should get a team. Declared
Hmm.
may be the biggest buy in the auction, given that she's the right-handed again. ये तुमने यार मत बोलो ये सब. Right-handed lens cruiser नहीं वो अपना. Maxwell to CSK. रोहित जुगलान report update. क्या पता रोहित को ही पता होगा. ये तो हम नहीं देख रहे भाई. um okay. Somebody asked last two questions. Bhavna M Reddy. Who will be perfect opening pair along with Smriti?
I think as we discussed, someone like Devina Perin will be interesting to see. Maybe. I think why not someone like Georgia Ball? Who knows? Interesting name again.
Very good name.
Yeah,
Very good name.
yeah.
Um, okay. Jimmy Khushi Singh. Jimmy is a very bubbly and good person, but there is sometime an aura of a captain is missing somewhere, means walking into a room, no one is going to take her seriously. I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, बच्ची तो थोड़ी लगती है. You remember that interaction we had, in that
Yes,
mm,
the hotel
in the
corridor.
hotel lobby.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
She
mm,
was
mm,
coming
mm.
in. We said hi. We said congratulations for the innings. She said thank you so much. And there was a kid who was a Jemima fan. She took a picture with Jemmy, and she was saying, "I bat like this and that" to Jemmy. So I asked her that, "Do you play sweep shot like Jemmy?" And they both started, and yeah, they did shoot. So I think I
Okay.
understand what you're
Yeah.
saying, but at the same time, a leader does not necessarily need to be someone who's introvert or who's serious. It's just fine, um
Yes.
I think I lead a team and I'm not anything but serious. I can be anything but serious. uh, Snehajish.
Yes, I think different captains have different perspective, different characteristic. That doesn't mean that every captain should be angry, should be more focused about everything every time. I think Jemima, if she is the new captain of DC, I think she will have her own way to lead the team. Hopefully, the team responds. That will be the expectation from the whole team, the whole DC management. But interesting times ahead, maybe for DC under Jemima Rodriguez.
Okay. Do you think Gigi missed a trick by not retaining Woolward for RTM? High chance she will be more expensive than 2 crore. I completely agree with you. I think. Oh, it could be Smriti Mandana and Laura Woolward.
Woo, woo, that will be
OMG.
fantastic to see.
That
If
would
those
be a
two
big,
coming out to open the
big.
innings for RCB in Bengaluru, you can imagine the excitement there. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Shubhran cover. Sorry. Okay. खुशी सिंह, वाई दिल्ली's retention looks like भंडारा का प्रसाद, सबको बराबर दिया है. हाँ, किसी किसी को गुस्सा नहीं दिलाना है, सबको same amount of money. I think
Yes.
also contemporary players,
Ah,
Sutherland, Demi are contemporary. Shafali. As far as Marizane Cap, again, Cap is someone who is going down
with the
as per
time.
her age, not really performance.
Yes.
Yes, performance wise also, I will say consistency has dropped a little. So that's why I think all of them agreed in the same money. Who will be the WPL champion in this season? And any early prediction? It will be DC finally. um, Manikant Suri, thanks for patiently reading all comments. यार हमें
So
आप लोगों का सपोर्ट बहुत अच्छा
thank you.
लगता है, तो ऑब्वियसली वी ट्राई एंड रीड एज मेनी कमेंट्स एज वी कैन. प्रियांशु, त्रिशा दी, आपने कैसे सेलिब्रेट किया? काम करके सेलिब्रेट किया और फिर जब उसके बाद बुखारी आ गया तो सेलिब्रेशन सारा पॉकेट से निकल गया. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Delhi will go for Laura, I think. Yes. Um, Arundhati and Uma Chetri are the luckiest in the World Cup because they got crores without playing even one match. लकी तो मैं नहीं बोलूंगी क्योंकि मेहनत उन दोनों ने बहुत ज्यादा किया है. Again, whether they will be part of the playing 11 or not is something that is not directly in their hands. They have tried their best. You cannot say any practice session. I think two practice sessions they missed. One was when Harmanpreet came alone in Indore, and the second one was when Smriti came alone. But all other practice sessions, they both of
They were
them not
there.
only turned up, they turned up with the same intensity. So it's just fine. I think rewarded for their hard work. Bhavna M. Reddy, who will lead 2026 World Cup? If Harmanpreet does not retire, don't see anybody else leading. I think
Yes.
Harmanpreet will lead. I hope it's Smriti who leads because I think it's high time that baton is passed on. Um, बाबू सोना दे बाय गाइस बाय बाय. आप लोग बोलने कहाँ देते हो? फिर 6 कमेंट्स आ गए. Shahana M, RCB and South Africa have a great connection, so hopefully Laura to RCB. Yes. Healy might
Yes.
go to DC. Why not? But Shafali और Healy खेलेंगे तो भाई जिस दिन दोनों ने रन बना दिया जिस दिन दोनों आउट हो गए डीसी ठन ठन गोपाल. um, शुभ्रांक अवस्थी नेक्स्ट ईयर T20 वर्ल्ड कप कौन जीतेगा? त्रिशा दी अर्ली प्रेडिक्शंस. यार फिर फंसा रहे हो तुम लोग, बहुत गंदे हो. साउथ अफ्रीका विल विन द T20 वर्ल्ड कप. Why didn't you upload press meets, guys? Because it's not allowed. Snehashish, thoda rule bata do.
Yes, absolutely. You cannot upload press conferences on the social media platforms. Only the official broadcaster, only they are allowed to do so. So that is why we always record the audio only of the press conference, and we come up with the pieces what Shadi used to write throughout the whole World Cup campaign. that is why that is why we decided only to come up with the pieces. Otherwise, if there's an option, why wouldn't we upload that? Obviously we would have uploaded that for you guys.
Correct.
So I think, yeah, so that was the reason.
Annie says, as an MI fan, I don't want it to win. I hope DC wins under Jemmy. I agree. Shaurya Healy, that Healy in DC open wicketkeeper captain. Captain है यार Shaurya, Captain Jemmy. Kushi
Yeah.
Singh, if DC doesn't buy Meg back, Shafali might be in a shock for like she looked so forced in the video of retention. अभी देखो accept कर लेंगे. Priyanshu,
Accepted
RCB
movie.
South Africa. हाँ, accepted, move on. RCB South Africa connect. Also, Laura favorite player is Virat. This should happen. Laura to RCB. Manifest karo bhai. Manikanta Suri, sad that we need to wait more years for some more teams. I guess many quality players like Atapattu are missing to get in due to less number of teams. अच्छा ये सुनो स्नेहाशीष पूजा गोसिका
Hmm.
group stage exit India 2026 World Cup.
So she is starting from now on only. Okay, nice. Go on,
शरण्य
Pooja.
लास्ट
Go
3 कमेंट्स गाइस इसके बाद
Yeah.
कमेंट मत करो यार थक गए हम बैठे बैठे.
Yes.
शरण्य हलदर मेगा ऑक्शन व्हेन. मेगा ऑक्शन का डेट तो कुछ अभी तक नहीं निकला है. निकला है
Yes.
क्या?
I think there is a chance, I think, in the third week of December or something like that.
या
I think there is
थर्ड
no
वीक ऑफ
official.
दिसंबर वो तो पता है बट आई थिंक
Ah,
डेट तो नहीं निकला है अभी तक.
yeah, official
निकलेगा
date
यार
is not.
निकलेगा तो हम बता देंगे.
I think
या
now the detection list has come. I think in the next few weeks, I think we can get that date.
या प्रियांशु जेमी फ्यूचर T20 कैप्टन. आई वांटेड टू विन WPL. जेमी फ्यूचर कैप्टन. फुल स्टॉप.
Yes.
Selfless six, you said England would win a World Cup as Edwards is their coach. Your thoughts now? Yeah, I did expect better from Charlotte Edwards and her team. Did not seem like they did better, but come
26
2026 World Cup, let's see.
in England.
Yeah, Nivya N wanted Meg to guide Jemmy for at least 1 year. Feel it would have benefited India in future. प्रियांशु त्रिशा दी टारगेट पिक्स ऑफ ऑक्शन पे कब शो करोगे टीम बाय टीम? भाई करने दे रुक जा. ये तो मेगा रिटेंशन पे क्या है बट करेंगे बहुत जल्द विल स्टार्ट. सुभाष नानू 27 नवंबर WPL ऑक्शन.
27 November. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Manika, yeah, 27th is the auction. Sorry guys, we did not know that. यार हम भी हैंगओवर पे ही चल रहे हैं शायद वर्ल्ड कप के. मणिकांत सूरी, व्हेन अगेन विल यू बी लाइव? ऑल्टरनेट डे लाइव करेंगे अब तो लाइव करेंगे. एनी जेमी फ्यूचर कैप्टन बट ओनली आफ्टर स्मृति प्लीज. आई डिड दिस इज द टाइम. बट क्या है ना यानी, अगर अब नेक्स्ट वर्ल्ड कप पे आप सॉरी आप स्मृति को कैप्टेंसी नहीं देते, फिर आपको मूव ऑन करना ही पड़ेगा अनफॉर्चुनेटली.
Right.
पूजा 27th ऑक्शन तो पूजा यार पहले बोल देती तुम. सेल्फलेस 6, I felt bad for Cap as she cried during anthem. She's an absolute passionate star,
Yes.
and I think as I said, she's an absolute star, an absolute legend. I think all of us felt bad for Cap because she's one of those players who deserved the World Cup. But since it came to our country, who complains? Maybe next time.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Snehashish, for joining. And why am I
Yes.
not surprised that it's 1 hour 20 minutes that we have been live? Um, let's get back to work. This was also
Yes.
work, guys, but let's get back to other work as well.
Yes.
It was fun chatting
Absolutely.
with you guys. We'll come back with more, of course, which team can target which player, and more about WPL auction, a little more probably on the World Cup discussions also. We haven't rated the teams and how they played in the World Cup. We want to come back with that. Lots of content coming your way. In short, कैसे भी हो live आएंगे. And इस Sunday से WBBL is starting, so of course we will come live for the post shows, not the pre ones, but
Yeah.
just the post shows. We will be live on each day, and then we can go ahead and talk about other important topics. But the important part is I need full support from my back end team, Nobonil out there, from my front end team, Snehashish out there, of course, Nobonil and Pooja, and our main back end team, you guys. So you guys need to keep supporting. Please keep supporting and keep encouraging us. Like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank you.